Week 2 is done and I feel so accomplished. I got so much done. I was productive. I reorganized, I decluttered, I cleaned out so many things out of this kitchen. I got so many things accomplished across the board and I cannot wait to share it all with you. So let's get into it. A whole big bag of goodies. Okay, so I am reorganizing my spice drawer and I want to bring you along. All right, I just finished outside. I am going to make me a quick lunch and then I'm going to get started on this project, which is reorganizing and decluttering my spice Lazy Susan. This is lunch. I'm keeping it light, but nutritious. I have protein, carb, fiber. This is a balanced meal, in my opinion. So this is the before. This is a hot mess. Let me show you what's below because it's just as messy. Okay. Let's get started. These are my steps for today. From cleaning, organizing, just being in my house. Almost 11,000 steps. I am tired. My back is hurting me. Workout for week 2, day 1 is done. Today was chest and biceps. My arms are feeling sore and I have quite a bit of reorganizing and decluttering still to do today. So I'm hoping I can lift my arms. But hello, today is Monday and I'm wearing the same clothes because I knew that I was going to be doing things here in the kitchen. I finished all of my cabinets. I wiped everything down. I have 3 bags for Goodwill. I had 2 bags of garbage. I am making so much progress on decluttering and just getting rid of stuff. And I feel like I'm just getting started. So this is chicken for my husband. It's a rosemary balsamic chicken, pre-marinated at Wegmans, and I just took it out. I added some fresh lemon juice and I added some sazon for coloring. He likes a little bit of color in his chicken. I'm prepping some chia pudding for myself for the week. Over here, I have a white bean soup with kale. We have corn on the cob that has been cooking for a couple of hours. And then over here, we have mixed vegetables that I'm going to grill. So this is going to be dinner. I'm actually having salmon because I know that I said that I wanted to pull away, but you guys, this weekend has been such a bear that I have not just had time to meal prep much of anything. My day did not go at all as I had planned, but that's life. It's okay. I feel very productive and we're just taking one day at a time. Our humble little simple setup. This is what I've been wanting for a couple of months, and I'm so happy that I washed the furniture yesterday. We're gonna eat al fresco. If you guys don't have one of these off citronella little things, these are amazing, especially when you're eating, because you know how you get those little gnats and those little bugs that just come around, including flies. They stay away completely. They do not land on your food. They are amazing. It's still Monday and it's almost 8 o'clock. I'm actually going to jump in the shower. I need to get all of this stuff off of me. I have been literally cleaning nonstop, decluttering, organizing. My back is really bothering me today. I did work out this morning and I have been I've been on my feet for over 12 hours now and I'm just exhausted. So I need to rest and let's get up tomorrow morning wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, shall we? Look at how impressive my second day of getting over 10,000 steps and closing all of my rings. Week 2, day 2 is a wrap. That's day number 9 in my 100-day health and fitness challenge. I just finished quads and calves. Done. I only had to modify one move, one exercise. So I did pretty good. I am sweaty, I'm hot, I need to go eat and continue on with my day. Here is a very different lunch for me. I made white bean soup with cannellini beans. I put in some kale and a lot of vegetables in here, and you can see a lot of beans for protein. I needed a change, I told you guys that, so I made this soup yesterday for meal prep. I have a beautiful bright fruit salad with clementines, golden kiwi, and peaches because they're in season. I have 32 grams of protein here. And because I am feeling my blood pressure lower than normal, I have really low blood pressure to begin with. I have not had anything to eat since 9 o'clock and it is 2:30. So I need to bring up my blood pressure a little bit. I'm getting a headache. So I'm gonna grab some saltines to eat with the soup and I'm going to thoroughly enjoy all of this. You guys like my bowls? True story, this bowl is from when my daughters were younger. And they still use it when they come. My husband and I use these bowls all the time. We love them. But that's Sebastian. And here's the tiger from Frosted Flakes. I have my shower running because it takes a while for it to get hot. Today is the day that I wash my hair, so I'm going to do that. I have a new product that I'm going to use. Let me show you what it is real quick. It's this Pantene Keratin. I'm hoping that this takes away some of the extra body that I have in my hair. They say it works. It's a leave-in repair treatment. Stay tuned. I'll let you guys know. Let me also show you the magnesium that I take. I take this magnesium L-threonate. It's a normal magnesium, which means it crosses the blood-brain barrier. This thing has changed my life. Let me also say I am due for a haircut. I am going into my 6th week. This is the longest I've gone without doing anything to my hair. So there's a lot of length and thickness here. But I'm trying to decide, do I go back to the one that I went to for about 3 or 4 months straight, or do I go back to my most recent one and give her another try? I'm not sure. Good morning. It is Wednesday. I'm sitting outside of my pulmonologist's office waiting for them to open the doors. I have a lung function test to get done this morning, and then I have a follow-up appointment with her right afterwards to not just go over the lung function test, but to also go over my blood work that I had done on antibodies and a bunch of other things. Last night was a rough night, and this channel to me is not just important, it's helpful for my mental health because I'm able to talk about things out loud that I'm just thinking, and I know that I am not the only one going through these things. I know that we are not the only ones that are suffering with aging parents, and my mother-in-law did not have a good night last night. So on top of me having a lot of angst on preparing myself for this appointment mentally, because while I don't share a lot about it, coughing up blood is scary. It is not normal, and I think about it a lot. I try not to, but it's become part of me, and I can't help but to think about it. So the angst of coming in here today to hopefully get answers already had my nerves a little bit on edge. And then later in the evening, my mother-in-law just was not having a good night. And I know that affects my husband. He was very quiet, very off last night as well. And as a wife, I just try to support him. I just try my best to encourage him, to let him know that he's doing all that he's capable of doing. He's one of several siblings. But it's hard. It's hard, and it's important that we understand that it's normal, especially with aging parents. So while this channel is about postmenopausal women and all the things that happen, well, this is a part of it. This is a big part of our next phase of our lives, is that our parents age, and there's things that happen, right, that we can't control. Anyhow, I'm just waiting for them to come and open the door, because nothing irritates me more than them telling you to get here 15 minutes early, and they're not even here 15 minutes early. It drives me bananas. I'm just waiting for them to open the door. I am done, and I'm on my way home very shortly. It is raining so hard, but all my blood work came back normal. My pulmonary function test was great. my levels were much better than they were the last time, although it's not a good apples to apples comparison because the actual testing and the machinery was very different this time around than they did the first time. Also, the first time I had my pulmonary function test was in 2023 when I had my very first episode of coughing up blood. I still had a hard time breathing. I had a hard time with my cough, and it was just a labor of intensity to get through that test. I remember that. Anyhow, blood work is fine. No traces of cystic fibrosis. All that lab work came back normal. And my next test is an echocardiogram because she realized I've never had that done. So I need to schedule that. We talked about some protocol in terms of if I get another episode, what do I do, even if it's small? And she's recommending that even if it's a small episode, that I go directly to the ER. She doesn't want me to sit at home and just try to figure this thing out, because I did explain to her that it is messing with my psyche and it is bothering me a lot mentally and emotionally. And she said, there's no need for that. Let's just get you to the ER when it's actively happening and let's get some tests done. So we have a plan in place. I feel better. She always makes me feel so much better. Although we don't have answers, we still have comfort in knowing that all of the serious things and the things we worry about the most have been ruled out. So that includes any kind of masses, any kind of tumors, cancer, right? All of those scary things have been ruled out. So trying to keep the glass half full. I love this doctor. She is freaking amazing. Here is lunch, similar to yesterday, but slightly different. I have my white bean soup that I made that I'm in love with. I have my homemade chia pudding with 2 different types of kiwi, golden and green kiwi for good gut health and good microbiome. Kiwi is a superfood, amazing for your gut. 32 grams of protein here in my shake. Okay, I am in such a rush. I can barely speak English. This is what happens when Spanish is your first language. Oh my God, I almost went into full-blown Spanish. Anyhow, I am in a huge rush. That was so funny to me mentally. Okay, I am making my little drink. This is my nectar. This is my hydration that I use. And these are single serve packets. They're really good for travel. I have my creatine that I am using. And it's just 5 grams of creatine that you need per day. And 1 scoop equals 5 grams. I have my collagen because I forgot to add it to my coffee this morning. I did have coffee this morning, by the way. So I'm going to shake this up, go downstairs, and hit play in that order. Week 2, day 4. It was leg day today. Glutes and hamstrings. My legs are shaking. Week 2, day 5 is in the books. I finished today with shoulders. All of my workouts are done for this particular program. It is warm, or I should say it's hot. It's almost 80 degrees. I went from having long sleeves, a jacket, just on Wednesday, to a tank top. But I'm going out for my 45-minute walk because you guys know what? It's gonna rain again tonight and tomorrow and Sunday. I'm gonna go out for 45 minutes. Let's do this. It's been almost 2 weeks since I have been out here walking. This was the perfect window of time for me to get out here, and I'm taking advantage of it. Even my husband, who's working from home today, said, "Went out for a walk? Good for you, honey." I've been cooped up all week inside. All right, I have about 30 minutes left. I'm going to enjoy it, listening to the birds, breathing in this fresh air, and just being grateful. Very, very grateful. And let me also share real quick. I posted a shorts the other day talking about losing subscribers, but also getting some partnerships and brand deals. And since recording that video, I have received 3 more, one of which I had to decline. But again, small plug here. Don't give up. Do not give up. Your time is coming. I did it 45 minutes, but I struggled. Number 1, I have to go pee. Number 2, my legs. Yesterday was glutes and hamstrings, and they're hurting. So good thing I have rest days tomorrow and Sunday, because last weekend was a bear. There it is, 45 minutes. Good morning. Happy Saturday. It is early and I am sitting in my car because I'm going to get these bangs, get my hair trimmed and shaped up and all the things. But a funny story. So my hairstylist had texted me last night because she had an earlier appointment. She had a cancellation. So she asked me if I could come in early. Of course I can. And I told her, I said, I can't parallel park anymore and I may need your help. And she said, sure, just call me. Do you know that I was trying to parallel park? She walks up on my car and she says, here, I'll park it for you. She just parked my car. No shame here. No shame. All right, let me get inside and I will show you a before and after. I will try. All right, let me get inside. That was pretty funny. Here it is. Here is the cut. She did do a good job. Okay, I am done. I restyled it. I actually rewashed it, molded it, and used a flat iron because she only used a blow dryer on my hair, and my hair is too thick and it has a lot of texture to it, so it gives it this funny feeling when it's blow dried. Ever since I've been molding my hair, game changer, you guys know, I love it. And I love the way my hair lays, and I know that this is going to last me a couple of days, but here is the back. I'll give you another view of the side, but yeah, I'm really happy that I went with her. I am. Here is another thing that I do after I get my hair cut, because the lines are different, and I just go in with my little trusted hair removal gadget here that I love, and I go into my sidelines and just remove any hair that shouldn't be there or that I don't want there. But this does not irritate my face, it doesn't make me break out, and it does the trick. Week 2 is done and I feel absolutely wonderful because I went into this week with hyper focus, intentional, and wanting to get things checked off of my list. And I did exactly that. So let's talk about my 7 wins, my 3 challenges, and what's on the horizon for next week. So at the top of the list, I have decided to group all of my trackers into one. And what are my trackers? They are the items that I talk about wanting to get done as part of my 100-day challenge. I will link that video for you below in the description box, but I am hoping to bring you my weekly updates and group all of my trackers into one. And so my trackers include journaling, reading, drinking my water, working out every day, nutrition, did I say nutrition? And sleep. So those are my 6 trackers, and I was able to meet all of them and or exceed. There were 2 days where I went over my protein amount for the day. Yay me. But there are 2.5 things that I failed, or at least I missed. One I missed completely, and the other 2 had one to do with the other. Okay, so my reading was non-existent. I didn't get any reading done because I had such a busy week, all self-imposed, but I had such a busy week, and my weekend was no less busier. And I did a lot of running around, yesterday. And I did a lot of running around yesterday. I had a lot of errands to run in preparation for what's gonna happen in the next 3 weeks. And I don't like to use public restrooms. So I chose not to drink water, and it really affected me because during dinner I was getting leg cramps. I had leg cramps all night. So my sleep and my water were really affected last night and yesterday. I did great all week, but I don't like to use public restrooms. So that is self-imposed. Clearly, I need to do better, and I will, because things are going to get hectic and ramp up as we get closer to my daughter's wedding date. So I really just need to do better. I barely slept last night, and that's not good. So my second win, but I hit the trackers. I hit all of my other trackers, my workouts, I killed them. My journaling, I journaled every single day. My reading, but I just need to do better because I'm right now, the way I have my schedule laid out is I think I'm going to read at night before I go to bed. But then I realize by the time I get to bed, I'm exhausted from everything that I've jammed into the day. I need to change that up. I don't know how or where I'm going to put it. It may change day to day, but I need to change my reading schedule to see if that'll work. I don't know. I'm a work in progress, friends. A work in progress. Okay, so my second win is that I worked from home all day, all week, and we had the extra day off. So Tuesday through Friday, I worked from home, and it was absolutely wonderful. I thoroughly enjoyed doing that. And because I worked from home, I was able to eat all of my meals home, which is another win because my gut gets affected when I don't sleep, when I have a lot of stress, when I have a lot of things going on at the same time. My gut starts to affect me. So being able to work from home and eat all of my meals home, those are 2 definite wins for me. And then as far as me working from home and having the flexibility of having a gym in my basement, a little mini gym, I did progressive overload and I was able to lift heavier in comparison to last week. So I went up in weights on all of my workouts, which is huge, but I need to be careful, make sure that I don't to stay too long in my zone 2 cardio because that accelerates my heart rate, which makes me cough, which can then bring on my coughing up blood. Again, a work in progress. Your girl is a work in progress. But I listen, I'm patting myself on the back for this one because I pushed hard. I was intentional, I was focused, and I got it done. And that makes me proud of myself. And you need to celebrate yourself. You know, we need to get away from having this stigma that women that applaud themselves, that, you know, they're showing off or they're conceited or whatever other label you want to put on women that do that. I worked hard for that, and I am going to celebrate myself because I've earned it. I've earned it, and you do too. Okay, so my next win is that I saw my pulmonologist and I got a lot of good news. We still don't have an answer, but we're working towards that. I love my pulmonologist and she's not leaving no stone unturned, but we still don't know. We do have some next steps, which I shared with you already, on what we can do should it happen again. And we have 2 more final tests that I need to get done. And then we'll see. We'll see. Another win is that I finally got to go walk outside last week because you guys, it was getting to me. I was home all week, which was great, but it had been raining for 3 weeks, over 2.5, almost 3 weeks. And there was a moment in the day where the temperature went up and it was super sunny. And I just said, you know what? I don't care that I worked out. I'm going out for a walk. And I did. And just enough time that I came back and there was a downpour. I literally came back, took a shower. And by the time I was done my shower, it was a monsoon outside. So I went out at just the perfect time. So I'm happy that I got some sunshine, some vitamin D. I got to breathe in some fresh air. It was wonderful. All right. And then my last win is that I finally decluttered, organized, and cleaned out my upper cabinets in my kitchen and my spice rack. You guys, it was completely embarrassing. My spice rack, in full transparency, I had spices that were expired 3 years ago. And why did I have so many spices? Why? The amount of things that I threw out was ridiculous. So I encourage you to check out your spice rack. I encourage you to look at the expiration dates, because I was very humbled because I pride myself in being organized, but that spice rack was a hot mess. And I thought that I was gonna be able to do a before and after video, but because of the layout of my kitchen, where I had the cameras angled, the amount of stuff that I was going through, it really just didn't work out. I don't know if I'll ever be able to do a before and after. It just looks really funky, the angle of the camera and all of that. So I don't know, we'll see. But I love the way everything turned out. I got rid of everything. I took all the Amazon packages back. I went to Goodwill and donated whatever I was going to donate. The garbage, we had garbage day the next day. They came and grabbed that. So that's important for me when I'm decluttering. I don't want it in my house ever. Once I'm done, I want it out. Whether it's by donation, trash, whatever it is, I don't want to see the bag. I don't want it anywhere near me. So that was a huge success too. That was a win. I think we should add that as win number 8. But anyway, got that all done. So here were my challenges for week 2. My challenges were that the rain and the weather, it really did start to affect my mood. I noticed that last week, in the early part of last week, I was so frustrated that I was not able to get out and go out for a walk and really enjoy the day. Any of the days last week, well, Monday was nice, but it rained Tuesday through Saturday. It was just raining. But I hope that I'm not becoming that person. I don't know what it's called, where the weather starts to affect you. But we'll find out in the winter, won't we? This rain drove me crazy. All right, so the second challenge was planning a surprise bridal brunch for my daughter. They're actually moving back, her and my son-in-law, and in the interim, until their furniture arrives, they will be staying here with us. So trying to plan a surprise bridal brunch for her is proven to be very difficult. So we had to get on a call, my daughter, my oldest daughter, and my best friend, and we just organized our minds and said, okay, how are we going to approach this? So what we're doing is, because my daughter is also, my youngest is also on my Amazon Prime account, so she can see everything that I order. So my oldest daughter, I'm sending her all the links, and she's ordering it on my card and sending everything to my best friend's house so that we can have everything for her bridal bunch. But it's all coming along, it's all coming together so beautifully, and I can't wait to show you guys the pictures and the videos of the setup of her bridal bunch, because it is unique. If I say it is so unique and very classy. Okay, so that's been difficult. And then doing too much in such a short period of time. I'm always that person that overloads my schedule, and then I am down for the count. And if I'm doing a rigorous strength training workout program, I need to be mindful of that, because I was not just running on zero, I was in negative. I was -0 last week because I was completely depleted. It took me a solid maybe 2.5 days to recover from all the things that I tried to do last weekend. I mean, I didn't try to do them. I actually got them done, but my body felt it. And so it's important for me to keep that in check, because these next few months, as we gear up for the wedding, are going to be even more hectic. And I still have work travel in the midst of all of that. So I just need to be really mindful of the overload that I'm putting on myself. And then for next week, here's what's on the horizon. I have a lot of appointments. We have a lot of things going on. My husband and I, we purchased tickets to go see a jazz series at a local theater. And These tickets were bought before I realized that my daughter was staying with us for a week when they moved back. But it's okay. I mean, she'll be here and it'll be wonderful to have her here. But on top of that, we're going to have a puppy living here. She has a 1-year-old mini long-haired dachshund named Sasha, who is so adorable. We love our Sasha. So that's going to be fun for me next week, is getting up in the morning and taking her out for her walk and feeding her. She is so smart and just a wonderful dog. She's my daughter's emotional support dog, and we just love her. She's very well trained and sassy. Sassy Sasha is what she is, but we can't wait to have her here, and she'll be with us. She'll be with us until my daughter and her fiance find an apartment. More to come on that, but she'll be staying with us for a few months, and I'm excited. I'm actually really excited to have her here. And then next week also is that I will be in the office for a few days. I will be in the office maybe 2.5 days, and that's going to add to my schedule, but I'm remaining positive. I'm remaining positive because when I come home, I'm going to have a full house. I will have my daughter here. I will have Sasha and my son-in-law. It's going to be great. So I'm looking forward to next week. I don't want to make this longer than what it is, but thank you so much for being here. If you haven't already, please hit like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell for future videos. And join me in my 100-day challenge as I get ready to be the mother of the bride, and as I get ready to transform my body and transform my mind into the best version of me. And I am so excited to bring it to you as well. So thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. And until the next one, adios.